does it have upper lower?
No, all small.
SMBA-5.
Yeah. Password to capital S, then lowercase MBA, FIN, 600.
So, and I think I sent you the link, right? I must have sent you the link. Yeah. So let me show you. Just accept whatever it is here. So what you do is, right, when you come to this page, they just changed the interface slightly, so just bear with me. So go and click on Get Data. Okay. And it will pull up vendor list. Okay. Once you click on Get Data, it will pull up vendor list. For those of you sitting at the back, you can also like turn around and I put it on the TVs too if that's easier. So, next, here, choose CompuStat. CompuStat. Okay? Now you see, once you choose CompuStat, it will give you execute comp we don't need. Okay? And you can actually get marginal tax rates of different countries here. Okay? But what we want is North America annual updates. Okay, click on that. They've actually completely changed that interface recently. Then go to Fundamentals Annual. And it will bring you to this page. Okay. Once you come here, click on, it took away the simplified financial statement extract. Yeah, there used to be a simplified financial statement extract, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay. Now, specify the date for which you want the data. Okay. So let us say we want it from whatever date, whatever the default date is given here. Okay. The ticker, we want it by the ticker symbol. Okay. What you can do is once you come here where it says manually enter company code, you can enter as many ticker symbols as you want. Okay? So when Trinity was asking about, if you can pull up multiple companies at a time, you can enter up to how many, like 500 ticker symbols. Okay? So let us say I enter Walmart and, I don't know, give me, what's Target's ticker? TGT. Yeah, TGT. Okay. So once you do that, scroll down. Scroll down, you don't need to do any of those. Just keep the default. Keep the default. Okay. When you come to identifying information, always check the company name box because we want to be sure that you get the correct company. Okay? Because sometimes the ticker symbols are messed up. Okay, company name. And now, identifying information you won't really need, all these tax and employer identification number you won't need. These things, you don't need either. Adoption, accounting changes, these things you won't need either. See, this is a lot more information, that's why I used to like the simplified financial statement extract, so they took that out. Now you come to balance sheet items. Okay? When you come to balance sheet items, so look at the list that they have here. These are all the items that you can obtain, and they are listed alphabetically. Okay. So you see here, we click on accounts receivable. As soon as you click on it, it will put it on the right-hand side. Okay, whatever information you want, it will put it on the right-hand side. Let's say we want cash. Yeah, so we click on cash. Let's say we want. So you see the liabilities will also be divided. So we want senior debt convertible, okay, if there is any. We want debentures, okay, this total bonds. We want there are a lot of things here that, you know, that you basically won't need. Let's say we click on investment assets. So whatever you want from the balance sheet. Next, they will list the items from income statement. Okay. Now let us say from the income statement we want capital gains. Okay, capital gains after tax. We want cost of goods sold. We want discontinued operations. We want the EBITDA and we want the EBIT for sure. Okay, so these are the two that we definitely want. Okay, so scroll down. Okay, then they'll give us cash flow items. Okay, so from here, say let us say we want the capital expenditures and we want. And then we want, say, investing activities, and then we want sale of investments, okay? Say we want these.
That's good.
I'm just picking terms at random, okay? Then they have miscellaneous items, so you know we can ignore that. Then they have supplemental data items. You can ignore that as well, okay? Now, when you come down, when you scroll down, it will ask you, how would you like the query output? Okay? For myself, I always select the delimited, okay? Because for some reason, Excel always gives me problem on my Mac, okay? So if you're not using Mac, you can probably go with the spreadsheet with XLSX instead of CSV. I always use the .csv, okay? So you can use text or .csv, and basically if you're doing statistical analysis with this, then you do it fixed with text, because then you can just feed it into the statistical software. Okay? But for us, we will be okay with either your Excel file or .csv file. If you want, you can put your email ID in, and they will actually send you the link. Okay? And simply do submit query. Okay? If you do submit query, it will give you this. Okay, so once you get here, you see it says your request is being processed. Okay. Once your request is complete, it will give this link. Okay. If it gives an error, that means it hasn't completed the request. So click on that link. Once you click on that link, it will pull up all the information for the two companies. So you see here, I have Target and Walmart. Okay. And these are, at the top, these are all the information that I asked for. See, this was my capital expenditure. This was, I don't remember what. This was my cost of goods sold, right, COGS. This was my EBIT. This was my EBITDA, okay. This, earnings before interest and taxes, and earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation and amortization. This was my investment. So all the variables that I asked for, it will pull up, okay. So this is one source for where you can pull all your data at once. Okay? And this is the most reliable data source that's out there. Okay? We pay a lot of money for this database, by the way. Okay? It's maintained by Wharton, by the Wharton School, and we pay a lot of money for this. See, but the thing is this, you know, what I was telling you is that they used to, so you see how many fields there are, and there are many, many, many fields, because this is mostly for researchers, right? So, you know, we use a bunch of things. So here, they used to have another link called Simplified Financial Statement Extract, okay? Where they would just give the main items that you would use for this class exercise. But since they've taken that away, right, so they've just left the main one where, you know, they have like these hundreds and hundreds of different fields, okay? So, and you can actually go here, if you go to these variable description and data list, it will give you all the description of the variable and also, you know, what it says. Like you see here, ACCHG, because when it outputs the data, all you're going to see in the column is this. Okay? So then you don't know what it is, right? Like I didn't remember what it is. But then you can go here and you see this stands for accounting changes cumulative effect. And what you can do is, if you have a list of variables that you want, what you can do is just go and click on this, and first pick out the variables that you will need. Then you don't have to, you know, scroll down through all that list, right? So then just go to this page first, and you'll see if you scroll down, there are, you know, and it's listed alphabetically. So like here you see cost of goods sold. So just pick out the variables that you will need and write down the acronym for it. And you can just go there and pick those up, then it becomes easy. It makes your life a whole lot easier rather than, you know, going through that list, scrolling down, and having to pick up the variables.
So
Yeah.
how long is this access valid for?
I think I've given it to you for until your end of
Program?
Yeah. Well, not program, my class. Not program, yeah, because this is my access, this is my thing.
What should we have to do if we need to have it for the rest of our class?
Your professor has to be able to.
So good.
Can you scroll to the top so I can see what page that variable?
Which one?
Oh, I was just trying to see what page is the variable
Oh,
reference
so
on.
if you go to the main page, right, you click on variable descriptions.
Oh, variable.
Variable descriptions. Okay? So you're welcome to use this. Like I said, you know, we pay a lot of money for it, and, you know, if you want to use it, go ahead.
Otherwise, we'll just be going to all the 10Ks.
Otherwise, the 10Ks or the other website that I like is this. I use this, and actually Zax is part of, this is what is available for free, but they're also available here, but we don't subscribe to them here. But this website is called Zax.com. Okay, so Zax is actually much better than Yahoo Finance. Their information is much more reliable than Yahoo Finance. And if you go to Zax, right, if you look under financials, they have financial overview, income statement, balance sheet, cash flow statements. Okay, so you can use these as well. For some information, you may need to go to your company's 10K. Like you know, next week I'll show you how to compute your bonds rating. Is the spreadsheet. So for that, even Words won't do it. Like you will have to go to your company's 10K and pull up the lease payments, because we want to include lease when we are computing the company's cost of debt. All right. So that's one possibility. Okay. So let's look at some problems from chapter 9.